Good morning, dears. Last class we completed in history ninth lesson. I hope you all completed the notes of that lesson. So many of them are not sending your homeworks properly. Do it as and whenever we are giving the homeworks. That is going to be useful for you only in your exam times. Okay. If you are making pendings, you are going to suffer. I am not going to suffer. So complete your work as soon as possible whenever we are posting the videos. Okay. So geography lesson 2 we completed in last term itself, but I didn't include that lesson for your sem 1 exam, isn't it? For sem 1 we completed only history 1 lesson, geography 1 lesson and civics 1 lesson. So geography, that second lesson we will take it for semester 2 exam. So today I am going to start a lesson in civics. Okay, take your book page number 30. This is unit 2. Actually in civics last term we completed from unit 1 only the first lesson, first chapter alone. So today I am going to start with unit 2. This is chapter 3. Okay, the name of this lesson is why do we need a parliament? You all know what is mean by parliament. Parliament is nothing but that is a place which is created only for the purpose of the representative of the people. See, you all know as our Indian country is a democratic country. What is mean by democracy? In Tamil we will tell it as Jananayagam, or else we can tell it as Makkalachi. That means nothing but the people has all the rights to democrat, all the powers to democrat. Okay, they are in the position to decide who has to rule them and what kind of rules should be given by the government for the welfare of the people. So only a government which is acting only for the welfare of the people is known as the democracy. Okay, so as India is a democratic country, we need a place to discuss the queries of the people, and it is not possible that, see, each and every person in India has all the rights to talk, all the rights to tell his visions, everything. But it is not possible that we can't go and ask each and every person what is the kind of the thing you decide about this matter. We can't ask like this, isn't it? To avoid this situations, what is our government is doing is, people has the rights to elect their representatives. Representative is nothing but a person. They are selecting a leader. That leader is speaking instead of that people. That leader is solving all the problems of that people. He is exposing his people's queries to the leaders, and they are making solving it. Okay, so this is known as parliament, and this is a this type of parliaments will be held only in the democratic countries. Okay, so if you see in this page a picture is given, that is the actual picture of our parliament. So if you see the next one, why should people decide? Why people has the power to decide? See, in August 15 1947 we got independence. So after independence, what the leaders decided is, see, before in British period, when the people were not got freedom in that period, the people don't have any rights to decide their life, how their future should be, how their life should be, whether they can be educated, they must have a food, whatever the need they need is, they are not in a position to decide by their own. Only the government will decide, they will announce the decision, the people should follow that. That is the difficulty we followed before freedom. So what our leaders decided is, after freedom, they thought that people should have all the rights to decide their own leader, and they have all rights to expose their needs. Okay, so what they decided is, each and every person of our country is having the power to vote. That means a person who's completed, an adult who's completed the age of 18 is having all the rights to decide by his own. Uh, to which person he is willing to vote, he has all the rights to vote and elect that particular person as their leader. So, if election is held, what is happening? We all are having the power to vote. The person, those who are completed 18 years, has the power to vote. They are all voting. After the voting has been completed, the election has been completed. The person who is getting more number of votes, the majority person is elected as the representative. He may be an MLA or he may be an MP. See, and one more thing, in our country, actually, the parliaments, that means the assemblies have been classified into two categories. One is Lok Sabha and the next one is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so this is what is mean by is Lok Sabha is a legislative assembly and Rajya Sabha is the central government assembly. Okay, so you all know that actually in our government we are having two types of government. One is state government, the next one is central government. In each and every state governments there will be a members of representative and one leader. That leader is considered to be the chief minister in each state. Okay, all other the members, those who are under the chief minister, are considered to be the MLA. MLA means member of legislative assembly. Is it clear? So this people has to obey the order of the chief minister, and the chief minister is total responsible for the state government, and he will have one more head named as and the chief minister will have one more head named as governor. Okay, he is one of the representative of the central government. See, in each and every state there is different types of government is going on, but in all over the whole one government is there, that is known as central government, and that central government is making a representative in each state, and that representative is known as the governor. Okay, so chief minister is elected by the people of that particular state. For example, in Tamil Nadu, presently we are having the government of ADMK. Okay, the chief minister is Edappadi Palanichami, isn't it? He is elected by our Tamil Nadu people. But the governor, Banwal Purohit, is there, isn't it? He is a person who is nominated and appointed by the central government. He has not elected by our Tamil Nadu people. He has been appointed by the central government, and he is acting as the representative both for Tamil Nadu government and the central government, BJP. Okay, so next one is central government. In central, presently we are having the rule of BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, isn't it? Actually the leader of that party at present now it is our Prime Minister. Okay, so in central government also we are having two kinds of leaders. One is that as like chief minister, we are having one post in central government that is known as Prime Minister. This Prime Minister is the leader for all the Rajya Sabha members, and he has all the Lok Sabha members. Lok Sabha means legislative assembly. I told each and every state government, isn't it? That state government is responsible to Prime Minister. Prime Minister is the head of all the state government. And to that Prime Minister also we are having one more leader, that is our President. He is the first citizen of our country. He has all the powers to control. So people who actually what we are going to see in this lesson is people have each and every people, those who complete the age of 18 has the power of electing their representatives, and they nominate them to the parliament. Okay, so they are nominating to the member of legislative assembly, and from that legislative assembly the people who were in the top position, they are nominating some people of that MLAs to the member of parliaments, MP. Okay, so next we will see the role of parliament. So why we need a parliament, we saw. What is the role of parliament? Here only we are going to take the position of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabhas. And you all know that each and every government, whether it is central government or whether it is state government, we are having only the usual period of 5 years. If any party, whichever the party may be, whether it may be BJP, whether it may be Congress or whatever it may be, they can rule only for 5 years. After 5 years, when the completion of the 5th year, there will be another election, and in that election which party is supposed to win, that party is to has the power to rule for the next 5 years. Okay, all the state and central, everything the same rules we are having. Only 5 years a party can rule. See, for example, now in Tamil Nadu, within 2 months we are going to get election, state election. See, actually ADMK, Palanichami is the present chief minister of Tamil Nadu now. But in case, if suppose after 2 months when the election has to be held, if suppose ADMK is not winning, any other party is winning, in such case, that particular party's leader will be the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. Do you understand? For example, if suppose DMK is getting win in that election, means at present for DMK, Stalin is the leader, isn't it? So Stalin may become a chief minister. Or else if suppose any other party is winning, in such case that party's leader will become the chief minister. Is it clear? So with this we will wind up this class. Remaining pages I will complete in the next class. Okay, ma? Thank you. If you have any doubts regarding this pages, you can contact me in the group. Please don't vomit your works. Don't postpone your works. Do your works whatever we are giving as soon as possible whenever you have time. You have lots and lots of time now in your home. Soon all the classes going to be reopened. You all know coming 8th the classes for 9 and 11 is going to be open. So we can expect that the remaining classes will also be reopened as soon as possible. So be ready for your exams. Whenever we are giving any notes or we are completing any lesson, you start revising that again and again. Don't waste your time. Okay, ma? Thank you.